Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Law and Justice. Today I'll discuss about free movement of EU family members, their dependents and relatives' right under EU laws. And finally, the impact of Brexit on free movement. As an EU national, you can move freely within the European Union and you can reside, but initial right of residence is 3 months. After that, if you want to reside more than 3 months, you have to be either qualified person or you must have permanent residence. And if you are a qualified person or permanent residence, your family member and relatives can move and reside with you within the member state. Very shortly, to be a qualified person, you have to be either a job seeker. As a job seeker, you can reside up to 91 days, or you have to be a worker, self-sufficient person, self-employed person, student. Self-sufficient person and student. If you reside as a self-sufficient person and student, you must have comprehensive sickness insurance. If you are one among this group, you and your family member or your relatives, some extent, can reside with you in the member state. Now, the family member or relatives is very technical term. It doesn't mean your whole family and whole relatives. Family member defined in Regulation 7. Family member means your spouse or civil partner, your children or your spouse children who are under 21 years old, or if they're more than 21 years old and if you prove that they are dependent on you or your spouse, they are also a family member. And last family member is your parents or your spouse parents or grandparents in this ascending line. Relatives means extended family member. Extended family member require very strict rules. If they satisfy these rules, they also can reside with you. These are first, they have to be your relatives or your spouse relatives. They are depend on you and living in same household. They are coming with you or want to join with you in the UK. Those who are already in UK, they want to continue as a member of same household or as a dependent. And finally, they have serious health grounds for which your personal care or your spouse personal care require. If they satisfy all of these three requirements, they can also reside and exercise tutelage as a extended family member. Family member and extended family member, if they spend 5 years with you, then they can also qualify for permanent residence. The final bit is Brexit. Brexit affect a lot of people, but at this moment, the same law applicable in UK will be applicable until 29th of March 2019. Until that point, those who will be 5 years residents, including family member and relatives, you are qualified for permanent residence. But you have to be continue as a qualified person. Those who will not be 5 years, your status and future will depend outcome of the negotiation. This is very briefly about all about the family member and relative rights under the EU laws. If you have any further question, you can email me as you seen in the screen. If you want to know more, you can watch my old video in YouTube, my YouTube channel Law and Justice, or follow me on my Facebook page Law and Justice. Bye.